we only hear from open government that ambiguous criteria to for the financial support, which means the benefit to all and redistribution, but we don't think that there is a quite good criteria. And also they only talk about that bad things of religion or some religion that homophobia, etc. We don't see any concrete benefit and concrete harm from open government. So I'd like to clarify those criteria, and I'd like to give you the concrete harm. Why those kind of financial support to religion is bad. But before that, I'll set up refutation and clarification of open opposition. Right? Also, they didn't talk about the clear harm coming from why those kind of financial support, stopping financial support is bad. They talk about religion is core identity, etc. And they talk about religion is very expensive and costs a lot of money. We don't think so. We don't think so because those kind of keeping and continue to exist certain kind of ideology is not very so expensive, right? Just keep praying on we don't think that those kind of religion is need to, for example, not necessarily need to pray in a big church, not necessarily in the mosque or etc. Still they can pray by themselves, still they can wash their hands or body by themselves, they can pray, and they can still buy those kind of Bible or those kind of important dogmas book, which is not probably so expensive, right? Also they can still borrow, etc. We don't think those kind of money is necessarily needed, so that's why I don't think that those kind of minority religion will go down. Also, I like to add many refutations in my speech to the open application. So, three things to talk about. Firstly, I like to say the criteria clearly that open government failed to. And secondly, I like to say that concrete harm what happened. Because those kind of financial things are trade-off between what we invest and what we not invest. So probably the poor people, the more poor people and very suffering people in the society will get harmed. And thirdly, I'd like to answer the burden of proof for government size, which it has all state financial. So even if they say that they give us financial support to one religion, it's bad. So firstly, the criteria. The two criteria we have. Firstly, we fund which is in need, and also we fund if they can't gather enough money by themselves. I don't think those kind of religion is need of both neither of two criteria. Because firstly, it is not very in need and it is not a crucial part of the human living. Yes, we think that, for example, welfare, for example, in the case of emergencies, if, for example, tsunami happened, or those kind of things, or for example, welfare for poor people are necessary to live, or for example, because they are threatening their life, or for example, education, which is necessary to live, for example, how to calculate, how to read, those kind of things. But we don't think those are keeping ideology or keeping a dogma is not very necessary. For example, it is same as, for example, if there are some person's ideology, for example, is like the Ku Klux Klan, and it is called whole part of their life. We don't think that is necessary. For example, some person's ideology is the climbing mountain, and without climbing mountain, those persons not live, or those persons will be depressed so much. But we don't think those dogma is quite necessary. Because we think those kind of things are additional benefits, or those keeping ideologies additional benefit. They can still live without those kind of, for example, climbing mountain, or without Ku Klux Klan, or it is same as true to religion, right? Because simply they can still live, they can live everyday life. They can eat, they can have a place like live, and they have accommodation and so forth. Yes, but we don't think those kind of funding itself is needed, even if those kind of, they say religion is needed and essential for their life. Because as I told you, they don't have to pray in big church or so forth, which is very expensive thing. Right? And also, we don't think they're we think they can gather money by themselves. Yes, open government talk about only a word called crowdfunding, but we don't know how to do it. So I explained. Because those kind of religion, some people think religion is the core part of life, is very important thing. That's why they have great incentive to donate. For example, in any religion, some people who believe that religion are rich people. For example, in Christianity, some Christian people are rich, so that's why we are here in International Christian University. Same is with all religion. We have a Buddhist, they have a great donor, so that's why those kind of temple exist. Same is true to Muslim, right? Yes, they might say Muslim people in the United States tend to be poor. But also we think that some Muslim people in other countries have rich, for example, in all Saudi Arabia and so forth. And they think if those kind of Muslim circumstances in the United States are very bad, they have great incentive to help those Muslims. Yes?
So if you say things that the government should fund is something essential for you to live, why does the government actually fund education or the university researchers who are studying about galaxies like space?
I don't have enough time, but it trickle down to our life. We learn about a lot of galaxies, a lot about physics, so that's why our computing life exists. So those can trickle down exist, so we found. Okay, so second I'm talking about the problem, right? Because those kind of financial support to religion can be exploited, so that's why we cannot distribute to poor people enough. Right? For example, they talk about tax exemption, right? So we cannot draw a clear line between really this necessary religion or not very necessary religion. For example, they say that this kind of land is made for prayer, but they might use for parking area for some kind of people. Or for example, they say they do tax exemption, but they use those kind of capital for getting profit. For example, investing on those kind of land or real estate they have and get money. Or for example, they might do a stock option or those kind of things. And we impossible tax all those kind of things because they have tax exemption. And they might say those kind of money is necessary for religion. Right? So they are exempting a lot of those kind of money. That's why those kind of revenue government decrease. That's why it might be very difficult to fund, for example, the poor people or suffering people. Right? Which is all we know that government fund is not enough all the way. So this is all of us, please. Thank you.
So today's government side, try to stop this funding based on the two big reasons. Firstly, this religious community is so exclusive to the minorities. That is so dangerous to give them money to them. And secondly, there is no necessity to sustain their community without this money, right? But as a supporting government, if we prove this, that why this financial reliance to the government of the religion is actually essential to protect minority, so that because we can negotiate with these harsh exclusive actions in the regions. And secondly, I'm going to prove you why it is important to sustain this community for at the community level and why they need money. So if we prove this, we completely win this government side. And today's opening opposition, we explain the importance of the individual belief, how it is important that people carry the identity at individual level. But further, as a closing government, we're going to explain to you why in the big community level we need this existence. So in my speech, I have three simplifiers. Firstly, how it is important for the government to actually give some money to them so that we can have the connection that makes the negotiation place between this religious community. And secondly, we're going to explain to you that why in the role playing of this region, in that specific area, is so important. And secondly, why in these emergent cases, such as natural disaster or earthquake or refugees, why it is important to the constant existence of this religious community in the specific area. So, responding to the opening government. So they said that well, because those is some religious community is so exclusive to minorities. But really, this argument is rather if you take this motion, it is rather counterproductive. Why is that? Because this religions get the independence from the government, right? But in that part, we still get some financial alliance from the finance, and then these religions don't want to take the money from their believers. No, thank you. Take the money from the believers, and they want to sustain or want to get more money from the government, right? So they try to contribute to society and how maximize their social importance law in the society, so that government can actually negotiate and talk to the people that your harsh exclusive action is not something good, desirable. So that is why they try to compromise this exclusive action, and we believe and also because they get money from the government, no thank you, this community actually gets starting to appreciate the government, and we believe that they do more better contribution to society. No thank you. And okay, I'm going to explain why it is important to sustain. I want to explain to you what is the law frame of this religious community in a specific area. So we believe that this religious community is a concept of the members that do have the same idea. So this community is most comfortable place for individuals. They feel secure and protected. And we believe that in the time of war or an emergency, people get there, right? People gather to the churches or mosques that where you can find the most secret places. However, if we stop this financial support to them, there is no such big building that actually have the capacity to carry this so many people, and also that without this consistency of existence, this religious community have no information or no strong connection to each believers. So we believe that they more inclusively helps out, and we believe that this religious community is more support, the structure, facilities for food or water as the core of this city. So we believe this is really, really crucial deciding. And secondly, we explain to you that how this financial support is important to sustain this community as we felt. So I really want to illustrate how this money will be used. But before that, yes. Opening.
Are you going to fund the terrorism group leading the room for negotiation?
No, because terrorism. Okay, well, we believe that if this money will be used as a weapons or actually get the soldiers, maybe we are actually not giving this money to them because they are actually criminal, and because they are giving a social disorder to them, we don't give. So this will be give this religious community this financial finance is that they are contributing to society. We believe how this religious community contributes to society, and also that if we lost this. Thank you, I won't take any more. So we believe that, okay, and without this money, how these minority groups will be grasped? Because this minority have fewer human resources or recognition from society and the resources, they get smaller and smaller. And we believe that this small minorities couldn't give some more the project spaces for the other individuals in the in the building, and it is extremely dangerous for them because they lose the connection to this certain district, and also that the government said that there is no need for this religious community to use a big amount of money, but not true, because there is some historical important places or spiritual places that needs to be repaired and needs to be fixed for annual events or annual celebration. And we believe that such kind of thing is memorable thing. So that is why such kind of secret area should be worth big amount of money. And we believe that this is something so unique in their regions, and they need to continue to keep it. However, without this money, they cannot do it. And we believe that it is totally hard burden for them that get all the money for them. And we believe the individual level, individual belief, and also without this community, this individual value cannot be protected, and also that as the whole government cases will become counterproductive in our side of us. So really, our team is the only one team that will actually engage in these cases coming from the government, and really why this is so money is crucial to the community level. So that is why we're back to propose this solution.
I'm a petition, so I got a call from government grid to summarize this debate in 7 minutes here and there.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Whole opposition side failed to tell us the premise why it is possible, what is likely if the religious exemption to cease. Why, how the religious community is going to be suffered by they're not going to carry out rituals anymore. For example, the whole government side, whole opposition side lacked a mechanism how that would occur. So opening up merely talk about national financial support should benefit all, and they also talk about religions that exclude minority. But two questions remain on opening house: whether the criteria is right, and second, what about religions that doesn't exclude minority, and they fail to fulfill the burden of answering the burden of all. So how does crossing government answer this question? First of all, we talked to you that the necessity coming from the opening competition and plotting competition is false. And second, why national financial support should not be used when there is a big trade-off between life or educational poor, or life of poor, and religion that could be another entity that could support that religion. So before moving to the explaining further about my contribution, let me first of all kick out crossing the petition from the state. So member of the petition showed up and talked about nearly three things. First of all, about negotiation is likely regarding the topic about LGBTQ community and religious Christianity, for example, Catholic. And we couldn't see why, as a state, is it possible or it is justifiable to bend some religious identity by using the powers, the national power, and why it is possible in the first place. They're using the power of money arbitrarily by the will of the state. We believe that state is going to intervene in that case. We believe that it is totally false when we think about the secularism and the principle of secularism. And second, they talk about church as something really important. And if we cease to give a tax exemption, the church will disappear in place. It's going to be cannot be maintained anymore. But the premise is not true because when we think about majority of religion, there are dozens of believers who have a lot of money and they can give money and donate money for that religion. We believe that it is less likely that the religious entity, including church, is going to be disappear on our side. And they also talk about a religion. Church is going to be used when their emergency occur. We didn't see why it should be church in the first place. We believe it can be replaced by park or something like that. And thirdly, they talk about minority people. It's going to be separate in the first place. We believe that what would occur if the government gives financial support to one particular religion? What would occur? Let's imagine that is, for example, within the United States, and the United States government give money to Islam, the Muslim people, Muslim community. What would occur? We believe that the real the reaction of the majority of the United States citizens is that their money or the tax is used for their opponents, or like those who don't share the same religious identity. We believe that the backlash or the attack is much harsher on their side of the house. They have to show us why it is likely that the minority people is going to be safe on their side of the house. So we mentioned the rebuttals to the opening opposition. They mainly talk about the necessity, and as my partner told you, in many cases, for my majority of religion, for example, Christianity or Muslim, we believe that alms giving is enough. For example, there are certain rich people who believe in the religion, who give the money to a religious community, and we believe that kind of support is gonna be given by other entities, such as, for example, community, religious community, or religious schools or something like that. And it cannot be. We believe that why it should be only the state. And on the other hand, for example, force or welfare system, or those kind of things are supported only by the state. We believe that the priority is much important, is much bigger on our side. And they talk about the small religious. With the perspective, we can see why the necessity of a small such small religious community to build mosques or church. Because in the first place, for example, if they think about the reason why this community is small is that
So any kind of policy, for example, social welfare, goes to people who I have nothing to do with it, I don't benefit from it. Why do fund always have to reflect and prioritize the majority's voices for perception?
We believe that, specifically in this case, there is a trade-off between people's life and people's the religious mind, religious identity. We believe that those kind of identity is going to be supported by other entities rather than state. But when you think about those minorities or those poor, that is the one who is going to be supported, who is going to be saved only by state. We believe that, specifically in this case, that priority is much bigger compared to religious identity. So whole opposition basis failed to prove us why it is why the state's national financial support is really necessary, and the opening government really failed to explain whether or not the criteria of benefiting all is really sure, and what about religious that does not exclude minority, but the present government itself is the only one who showed the right criteria for the state, and why it should not be the state who give the money toward the religious identity. For those reasons, we are very happy to propose this motion.
So I would like to call for Commissioner Wick to summarize this debate in several minutes. Thank you.
Not limited to the mental support, religion brings up thousand benefits to society. We got from OG saying that all people do not require religion. Yes, that means not all of us require the religion, but we can see that a lot of people require the religion, not only from mental support, but also from the physical stuff. As my partner had told you, helping out those people who are very poor or who are at work and providing those facilities and so forth, right? We say we can't say just saying that it doesn't bring us benefits for all. We cannot say that does not mean that we can't actually suddenly take out all the state's financial support. Okay, opening opposition brought out a good argument about how it will bring out better to those each individuals or those mental support. But however, they actually failed us to talk about how those budget is really required which is crucial in this debate. So 3 contributions from closing opposition. 1, we thanks to OG, we got into the opposition side how the financial support is required, which are filled by my partner, right? 2, my partner extend more overly than those identity issues, but also how this money is required to do like for the whole community itself. This contribution is very big since those like the bunch of money is required when it becomes to the community itself, but not only to the individuals. 3, we solved out the deadlock of the opening half, that whether we could let the religion community to use the money in the appropriate way or not, right? My partner has clear rebuttal to that. That's why we give you the clear extension and we want this debate. So before my argument, no thank you, 2 rebuttals. Firstly, to the whole government side. So their main argument was this. Since like this religious organization has capacity to use our money by themselves, we will not need it. However, we told you, especially from my partner, the money is really required. What is that? 1, no religious organizations' primary purpose is to earn money, right? They exist because their primary purpose of themselves is that one to helping those mental support to their believers, or like making their beliefs to be provided, right? That means since this is not a business, they don't really have much money to maintain themselves, right? 2, we need those like okay.
So if the primary purpose is mental facility, and those kind of money is very necessary for those kind of primary purpose, those kind of religious organizations have great incentives to gather a lot of money.
Gather lots of money. Okay, that's logic then, right? Why they have incentive to gain not how that money. We cannot see why that is being used to gather money, right? That's really logic. So my first rebuttal to the second point is that we need those big money in order to maintain the religion itself, right? My partner have told you about those old facilities or the old traditional issues. We believe those kind of old facilities or like those traditional like money costing stuff is really important to those religions because this is something a symbol to them, right? This is the place where they pray to God and when everybody gathers. So that means if there was a lot of people to gather or like this place is still having existed from a long time ago, it really requires money to maintain that. So wait. No, thank you. No, thank you. And we should brought up about the internet argument, but we say this is something doubtful, right? Because let's think we're in those developing countries where there is not so much facility for them, right? We say this is so doubtful that they can use the internet and actually communicate with other fellows and pray to God, right? It's quite obvious that those places or those place to pray to God or to gather cost a lot of money, and especially those like religious is being prevailed a lot, and when there's a lot of people to believe in, there are a lot of places in developing countries, right? So we say those kind of money is really required. No, thank you. Going to my second rebuttal, so they tell about like states will have too much control and abuse their rights. We say no this, right? 1, because if the government is exploiting their power in a really wrong way, it's clear that backlash will occur, right? Not just inside the country, but also from international court or from the other funds. Because we don't want those kind of being abused. And we're very happy to provide money based on the contribution that they have done to the society. Like helping out the poor, or like helping poor, or like helping the people who are in refugees or inside facilities. And 3, rather, in your side of the house, those negotiations will become more and worse off because simply, like, if they know that they cannot receive money anyway, they can do whatever they want, right? In the state is going still better because they know that if they will gain money, if they do not do backlash towards the LGBT or do not criticize to those minority groups. So we believe on that point, our side is more better. No, thank you. So, mainly one thing I would like to talk about in my web speech. So I would like to simply compare whether religion can be the appropriate actor to help out the poor or help out for us all, right? So government side mainly we're talking about, like, this money can be used in a better way, so let's just use it. But firstly, they never explained out how the money are going to be used in the right way, right? And 2, we cannot understand what government rights. And Wake Up, including opposition, who do like two issues how the religion provides us in exclusively. One is about the community, right? People gain mentally confidence by believing as a whole, which people by belonging to community, people gain mentally confidence by believing that there are a lot of other believers and there are friends inside the community which cost a lot of money. Two, in emergency issues, right? Like for example, war, or like when they want to help out the refugees are there for you to help. So rather the religious organization have the great incentive to help out those refugees. Simply, they have incentive to propel their stuff and want to comfort the police, so they will try hardly to support those people who are really in the poor or desperate situation, right? Not limited to the mental support. They are the one they can help out from those extreme worst cases inside the world and helps us. So we believe that a religion can be a great actor to help out a lot of people. So that is why the government can actually give the financial support